I begin working on a painting with a careful study of the finished image. It's important for me not to simply replicate the lines, but to understand the girl's character, the turn of her head, the tension in her neck, the calmness of her gaze. I use a simple B2 pencil. It's soft and allows for a lively and fluid line. First, I outline the general silhouette, the oval of the head, the line of the shoulders, the direction of the back. Then I mark the axis of the face's rotation, a vertical line, and a slight tilt to maintain the profile proportions. Gradually, I refine the line of the forehead, nose, lips, and chin. I pay special attention to the neck. It adds grace to the image. I outline the hair in large masses without detail to maintain a lightness. I use an eraser to adjust the proportions, soften unnecessary lines, and leave only the most expressive contours. The sketch should be clean yet lively, not overloaded with line work. It's important for me to preserve the dynamic rotation and the sense of inner silence of the image. When the sketch is ready, I move on to acrylic painting. I work with 3 brushes, a large one slightly larger than medium for the background and large spots, a medium one for the clothes and hair, and a thin one for the face and details. I start with the background. It sets the mood for the entire work. I take a large brush and apply red, orange, and warm green shades with free, sweeping movements. I don't mix them completely. I allow the brushstrokes to be visible. It's important for me to create a sense of energy and inner fire. The background shouldn't be flat, it's lively and emotional. In some places, I add more red, in others, I enhance dark green areas to create contrast and depth. Then I move on to the clothes. I use a medium brush. A warm ochre golden shade emphasizes the contrast with the red hair. I don't draw the fabric in detail, I work in spots. I add darker areas for volume and light brushstrokes to create a sense of folds. The clothes should support the image, but not steal the show. Hair is one of the most expressive parts. I use a medium brush for the main body and a thin one for individual strands. The base color is a rich red. I add dark lines over it, emphasizing the direction of the hair's movement. It's important for me to maintain the rhythm of the lines. They create dynamism. The hair is not smooth, it has energy and character. With a thin brush, I enhance individual strands, adding a graphic quality. I leave the face almost light with a minimal amount of color. This creates a contrast with the bright background and hair. With a thin brush, I carefully outline the eyebrow, eye, and lip line. The red lip color supports the overall palette. It's important not to overload the face. It should remain clean and slightly graphic. The black outline enhances the expressiveness of the profile. Finally, I return to the details, the earring, the lines on the neck, individual strokes in the hair. With a thin brush, I add accents, enhancing the contrast. Where necessary, I slightly darken the outline. I work carefully so as not to lose the integrity of the image. Finally, I look at the painting from a distance. I check the balance of color and lines. Critical evaluation. What happened? A very strong color contrast. Red hair and a fiery background create a powerful emotional impression. The profile is expressive and the character is clearly visible. The graphic black outline gives the work style and recognizability. There is a coherent color concept. What could be improved? The anatomy of the neck and shoulders is a bit tense. The transitions could be softer. The background could be given a little more depth, translucent layers, or subtle shading along the edges. The face could benefit from a subtle, warm undertone to prevent it from looking too flat. What to add? Subtle highlights in the hair for volume. A slight cool shade in the shadow of the neck will enhance the volume. You can experiment with texture, for example, using a palette knife in the background. The work is close to expressionism with elements of pop art and modern graphic illustration. Who might like it? Lovers of bright, emotional images. Those who appreciate female portraits with character. Suitable for interiors in a modern style loft or art space.